Hi guys, good evening. Let's continue our earlier discussion on how to create a brand for yourself. How do you start thinking about how you can create yourself into a brand? One thing I want to highlight is that a brand is not built in 100 days. It can take years and years, at least 5 to 10 years. But yes, to build a brand, you need to start from today. You need to start working on your content, on your presentation from today. So, what are some of the most important things that you must keep in mind while building a brand? At the same time, yesterday, let me give you a quick recap. We talked about what is branding. It is not about logos, color, or website. Your branding is about what values you stand for, how emotionally you are connected with your audience, what experiences you create for them when they listen about you, or when people listen about you, what image comes to their mind. For example, whenever I say Apple, whenever we discussed Apple, think creatively, think differently. Creativity, innovation comes to mind. Similarly, when we talk about Tatas, what comes into your mind? Trust, integrity. They are known for their corporate governance. These are the things that must be kept in mind. Basically, what values you stand for. So, that being said, see, why branding is important. We are in a personal brand economy. Today is the era of personal brand economy. Why? All of us are in digital. Basically, we are in communicate over digital media, and over digital media, trust is all time low. So, first thing first, branding helps you build trust with your audience. When you repeatedly, consistently connect with your audience, branding helps you build trust. That is the power of branding. So, number one, why it is important. Secondly, see, your product, if you whenever you launch a product, their features can be copied. The entire product can be copied. There is no difference in that product. It features, everything can be copied, but when you become a brand, it becomes next to impossible to compete with. Don't you think that features similar to Apple also exist in Samsung, also exist in OnePlus phone, or Nike shoes? Similar features other in also exist in other shoes. Much cheaper alternatives are present there that are equally good, but still you prefer Nike. Why? Because subconsciously they have uh, subconsciously they are connected. They have influenced your brain. Subconsciously they have created their space in your mind, and that is why you prefer them. That is the power of branding. How they influence your decision without even you knowing. So when you, basically, it's not about manipulation. When you become a brand, you develop customer loyalty. Your acquisition cost drops. Basically, price becomes secondary. People prefer to pay more for a brand than a generic product. Why? Because of the trust. So your profit margins will increase, and your cost to acquire one customer will reduce. So, how do you build a brand? There are 7 steps. Actually, there are many, but there are 7 key steps. Let me tell you one by one. First, identify your core values. Basically, core values means what are the values? What values you stand for. For example, Tata's stand for trust and integrity, Apple for innovation, Nike for the champion within you. Similarly, Grammarly stands for reputation, respect, and Coca-Cola stands for happiness. Our agency, Impact Excel, stands for our agency is 100% transparency. Our school, the School of ROAS, stands for 100% transparency. That is the core value. It is the basically this core value is your internal compass that helps you take difficult decisions. So, what values you stand from? Number one, number two is be authentic. What do I mean by that? By being authentic, that don't basically don't show off false things. Like, to get clients, there are some people who show off their cars, who show off how in rich hotels they live, who show off their income, especially in trading niche, stock trading niche. This, but people will one day or the other people will spot the lie, and that day your reputation will be crushed. So don't fake. Show real case study. Admit your mistakes. Like, if you want, Pranjal Kamra is there in phenology. This person, I respect him very much, and even he is in stock trading niche. You see his simplicity, and whenever he makes a mistake, he admits it. That is the power of branding. That is, and why, and that is why we trust him. Similarly, our mentor, whenever he makes a mistake, whenever he launch a campaign and that flops, he admits it that he committed a mistake, because we all are humans, we make mistake. So it's better to come forward and admit that mistake. So step 1, identify your values. Step 2, be authentic. Then step 3 is creating valuable content. See, why creating valuable content is important. Basically, see, in this era, everybody is focused on selling. Buy this, buy that, buy my stuff. But you create a space for yourself when you start creating quality, valuable content. When you start creating quality, valuable content, like Alex Hormozzi, he has written books very valuable. Similarly, he has written he creates valuable content. Similarly, my mentor regularly creates one YouTube video where he shares his insight, he shares his knowledge without selling anything. So, creating valuable content is the third important step, that and your messaging should be consistent. Create the valuable content, and the fourth step is consistency. Your messaging should be consistent throughout all platforms, whether online, offline, customer interaction, Zoom call, anywhere you go. There should be a consistency, because brands are built on repetition. So, consistency of repetition is important. Whatever you say, wherever you say, there should be consistency. Fourth thing is, be crucial, or you can say be extremely sensitive with whom you associate to, where you go, on which platform you go, with whom people you this create or give interviews, podcasts. These things matter. In a recent controversy, see, there is one big YouTuber, very big YouTuber, Ranveer Allahabadiya. He went to India's Got Talent show, and whatever controversy happened, now his brand reputation has been hit. The trust has been breached. So it takes years to build that reputation, and it takes just 5 minutes to break that reputation. So be extremely cautious where you go, what you say, especially wherever, online, offline, be very cautious. So these are the 5 things that you must keep in mind when you uh, basically start focusing on branding. Similarly, one more thing is that focus on experience. What do I mean by that? Your focus should be improving your product quality. Your focus should be improving, solving right problems. Your focus should be on improving your customer experience. So this is how you create a powerful brand. And it is not a 1 day or 100-day process, not even a 1 year. It takes 10 years, at least 5 to 10 years, to build a brand. I hope this video adds value. Till then, good night. See you tomorrow.